leaders and affiliate leaders. It's going crazy since like a few hours ago that when we put everything online. I tested. It was perfect, but then when I put it on live, I don't know what happened. It's always have something. Okay, now let me see here weekly.
All right, so it's actually live on YouTube now.
Let me see if it's here on the weekly webinar. It's not working. I guess it is the
All right, let me see if I can find the original script. I've changed a few.
Give me the YouTube link. I can put the YouTube here. Straight to YouTube.
Oh, okay. And then I'll try to find the original script. Just change computers, so I have all my stuff, all my save files somewhere else, and I just got to find where I have the original script at.
No problem. If we have the YouTube link, I think it's gonna work. You have? Wait, let me find you here.
Here it is, I've got it. I'll put it in chat.
On Skype or on? Wait.
This is Zoom, so it's on Zoom.
Okay, need to find the Zoom before.
It's like 52 windows open.
Yeah.
I know, I feel the same way.
Crazy. Where are? Okay, found you. Chat. Okay. Save. Now we have to figure out a way to tell people to reload the page. Because if they are there already,
I'll just jump in the groups and let them know to reload.
Let me see if it's working now. I'm going to reload. What did I do? Maybe I did not save.
Loading?
Well, it should be playing there. Maybe it's
giving me an error for some reason.
Yeah, it's bringing the past version. Maybe it's cache or something like that. Let me see if we got with weekly webinar.
No, I cleared my cache. Let me make sure I got you the right link. Hang on.
Yeah, I got that. Oh, it is the right link because I got from YouTube here, but I don't think, I don't think it's going to be able to share this.
It's public. I made sure it was public.
Let me see here. Let me try another link. Okay, let's see again. Now it's working. It
Hey.
was it was a wrong link. We gotta have the link to share.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
No good, oh good, oh good. Let me save and leave. Save and leave. Okay. All right. Now we have to invite the other leaders that we forgot. We didn't forget, we just didn't have the time.
Just say it's a crazy day and sometimes you show up late.
Crazy day, especially if you are Brazilian, you will always show up late. Make sure you send a link to Vasily,
Okay.
because he will need to be here. And I need the, here we go. I need the link, copy link. I will call to Leonardo. Okay. You already invited everybody here, no? Ambassadors, leaders, that's the one. Okay, already sent it.
Okay, I sent Wasili the link in Facebook on Messenger.
Top affiliates, okay. So I know we are live and you guys are seeing all this mess. My bad, guys, because as you can imagine, crazy day, because we put a lot of things online since yesterday on the night. Since we would like to have all those things rolling like today, we started working yesterday night, and it was all tested, all good, but it's always some things that we need to fix it. Don't fix it. I guess it is all working. One or two small things, but we're gonna fix it everything during the day today. But I think it's all working now. All good. Can you guys hear me? It's working, this whole thing. I'm kind of lost here. Peter, what's going on, man? Ruben, what's going on? Barbie, everybody. Anita, everybody. And here we have Leonardo. I guess Leonardo doesn't have the camera because he just woke up. He was like
just kind of shy. Do you guys can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. He was working until 4 a.m. I guess. So I took him. He's off the bed. So he could help me with this meeting. And there is something new on the editor that I wanna him to show you guys. And actually, if Vasily is coming, there is something also new on the chatbot. That I'm not a genius on chatbot, so I know we have new stuff there, but it will be better if Vasily can show you guys. I know what is it, but I'm not sure exactly how to show you guys. Vasily is the one. So let's wait for Vasily to join in, and he's gonna show us. Okay, starting the meeting. It was supposed to have a coffee here. My wife, she was bringing the coffee. She forgot. I guess I already took the coffee, but I forgot the coffee as well. You know, crazy guys, going crazy here. But that's something that happens sometimes. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good week. Awesome week for us. Affiliates. We have new stuff, as you guys already know it. I'm gonna show you guys what we have new and how you have to use it. Okay. We have new stuff. We have new things on the editor. We have new features on the dashboard. We have the new support system. We have the new training, and we have new bugs. How cool is that, right? That's cool. Yeah, but okay, but those are small bugs we're gonna fix today because it's all under control. It's just one thing. All right, no problemo. We're gonna fix it. And we have some chat today. I want to talk to you. I'm going to show some new stuff. Then I'm going to have a quick chat with Barbie. I want to ask her some things about the Facebook post. She has some great ideas about that. You're going to figure out when I ask you. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Just tell the truth, all right? Okay, so guys, let's do this. So affiliates, why this is important? One, this is important because this is one tool that you are using to promote your products, to promote everything, to promote your Builderall, your all stuff. And this is our business, right? So that's very important to know what's happening, what we are doing, what's new, because you are using as your tool and you are using as your business. So you gotta know what we are doing first. Second, since we are selling this thing, it's very important to know all the features that we have there and everything that we are improving. And third, practical thing. Okay, Eric, that's very cool. I feel very motivated, but I don't know how to start it. So, okay, I'm motivated, but I don't know how to do it. And Barbie has an awesome idea to teach you how to do your first post and get some people under you on Builderall. All right, so we're gonna do something really cool today, and especially we're gonna have Barbie giving our tips that's gonna help you. Okay, and I gotta say, Anita, that's a very, very beautiful office you have right there. It looks really, really good, really, really good. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Congratulations. I know that's UK. Yes, that's the home office style in England, right? Yeah, I know. Okay, Ruben, Patricia, Vasily is not here yet. So if anyone can send a message to Vasily to see if he can make it, that would be okay. So let me share my screen with you guys. Sharing screen, okay. Sharing screen. All right. By the way, we got awesome feedback about the shed new funnel that we have right there. Okay, guys. And as you see, new leads, some money. I got money today. Awesome. How cool is that? Okay, cool. All right, guys. So here we go. This is your new back office. Okay. So here you will see important stuff about your Builderall account, about the things that you are doing. So websites and blogs, 294 websites and blogs. And remember, this is just a regular Builderall account. You can have 300 websites and blogs as well, okay? Email list, 134. Unique subscribers, 360,000 unique subscribers. That's my email list, but that's just the good ones. And by the way, how cool it would be if you can launch a product or if you can launch a course or service or something like that, and you have me sending an email promoting your product. That would be good, right? Yeah, that's what's going to happen with the certified partners. I'm going to tell you about that later. New subscribers today. So how many people joined my list is today? 427. That's cool. New subscribers yesterday, 722. Earned, 0. And why this is 0? Because I think this is how much money. I'm not sure if it's because I never asked for money from Builderall, I guess. So yeah, I don't work as an affiliate, so I don't ask money. So this is the first thing. You will see money there because this is the Builderall account, not mine account. I'm not going to make money as an affiliate, but you will see your money here, okay? BA leads, 135, and active leads, 51. Okay, cool. Now here you have the tools, but first, here you have the quick start, okay? Now, guys, this is going to look like crap, but we are fixing today, all right? So don't get scared. And boom. Yes, it's going to the right side, okay? But we are fixing. It was supposed to be on the center. And Leonardo is one of the programmers. He's already taking care of this thing. We're going to fix this one today. So now, what about this quick start? What would you like to do with Builderall? Build a business, leverage affiliate business. Yeah, something wrong with the translation here. We're going to fix it. Skyrocket a business you already have, or start an online business from scratch. Okay, so you're going to tell me how you want to work with Builderall as an affiliate. You already have a business, or you want to start a business from scratch. Okay, so here, if you click here, for example, you will have some videos and some trainings. I guess this section is all done. Okay, cool. Now, if you click here, skyrocket business that you already have, then you're going to have create a website. Now, guys, that would be quick trainings for all these things. So I don't think we already have all the trainings. We are working on that. By the end of this week, we're going to have it, okay? But look how cool is that, because it's a lot of videos. It's a lot of videos, but it doesn't matter. What matters is if you want to do something with Builderall, you're going to have your training right here. So create a website. Let's think like this guy already have a business, okay? He want to use Builderall for his business. So create a website, create and sell a product. Let's talk about checkout. Create a sales funnel, create an animate or floating video, create and manage contacts like leads, how you can work with mailing boss, create capture clients on Facebook, create an online event like a webinar, create an iOS or Android app, reach the perfect CEO on your pages, recoup leads with the roulette, right? So the way that we are talking here is like a simple way so people who doesn't know about digital marketing can understand what we are doing. I can't say build a webinar, it doesn't make sense. For them, makes sense, create an online event. This is a webinar, something like that, okay? So for people who are who has offline business or something like that, here we have tools that's going to help them to bring more leads, to bring more clients, to get the online presence or things like that, okay? And again, this is just a start, all right? Now, and the third option is start online business from scratch. Here you have one video from Alex, and then build how you're going to start a business from scratch. Build an email list and sell products, create an e-commerce, create a course or membership, start a blog, web agency, Amazon affiliate, drop shipping, create a summit, promote a webinar, create a niche magazine, or create a niche web agency. So we're going to do all those videos. And again, guys, these are just like ideas for you to start a business online, right? So you can work with Builderall and you can work with a blog, or you can create a membership area. So we're going to give you ideas and training in how to do this thing. So for example, email list and sell products. Then, oh, that's cool. I guess Shelly already did the videos for that. Let me see. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't know it was there already. So then you're going to have all the videos to teach you how to do that, okay? So guys, this is it. Like I said before, it's more than 120 videos, a lot of things here that we have. It may look like, oh, Eric, come on, 100 videos, but you don't have to watch the 100 videos. What you can do is pick one thing that you want to start doing with Builderall. This is a quick start, okay? So we have 100 videos because you have many possibilities to start with Builderall, but choose one and then you're going to have your training. You're going to be able to start with Builderall. So we are dealing with the problem like people, it's a lot of tools, like, oh, come on, it's a lot of things. What do I do? So the quick start is going to help you. You tell me what you want to do and I tell you how you do it, okay? Cool. Then we're going to have the Facebook for affiliates, okay? Because I am an ambassador, so I'm going to join this group. Then you're going to have our YouTube channel. So it's good for you to subscribe on our channel because every time that we upload a tutorial or a video or something like that, you're going to have the notification. Here, you're going to have access to the support. It's going to be easier, right? And here, the notifications, you can disable the notifications, okay? Cool. Now, here, it's like pretty much what you see here. You have the tools. You have the best way to reach every single tool that we have on Builderall. For example, builders, drag and drop, my websites, our new website, or responsive, drag and drop, my new responsive websites, or my responsive websites or new responsive sites, something like that. So then you're gonna have here a better way to reach all the tools. Okay, guys, cool. Especially the Builderall business, the support, and all those things. Okay, now let's go to support. Click here, and it's gonna open support. So I have a problem with something. Before that, let me show you something before support. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. This is a huge account. That's why it takes a little bit more to load. As you saw, guys saw a lot of websites and stuff. And we are doing the video and other things. So, come on, man. Wait for it. Wait for it. My system here, guys, is all different because I am accessing it as an admin. You guys see here. So sometimes it takes a little bit more. Okay. Now, for example, you're going to choose one of those tools here, builders or whatever you want. Okay. So for example, let's go to browser notification. Okay. Every single tool that you're going to access here, you're going to have this little thing here, tutorials. All right. So when you click here, you're going to see the tutorials for the browser notification. In that case, you just have one, but if you have more, it's going to open more tutorials, okay? It's still in Java, view all tutorials. Then you can click here and see all the tutorials. So you have the tool and you have the tutorial for that tool opening here. Okay, guys, cool, makes sense? Right. So let's go to the support. Let's go to the support by other way. Okay, here. Support. Now, okay, what is your problem? Builderall business, domain, blah, blah, blah. Then you're going to have to go through all the filter, okay? So, for example, if you go through all this process and you don't find your product, your problem, you can't figure out what's wrong with your website, then you're going to click here, other problems, right? Then you're going to have the ticket system here, okay, the ticket system. And then you're going to have the live chat, okay? And then all you have to do is chat with our guys there, okay? Don't go to the live chat just to say good morning or things like that, okay? Just go to the live chat if you can't figure out your answer on the support filter before or on the tutorials, okay? Sometimes you're going to take like 5 minutes to find your answer on the tutorials and half an hour to find the same answer on the live chat. We are going to do our best, guys, to help you guys work with that, okay? But don't do this like I'm doing now. Morning. Okay, don't do that, okay? I'm just testing so you guys can see. Builderall is my name as a user. As you can see, Builderall, good morning. And later, in a few minutes, we're going to have an answer for someone else, okay? Now, if you want to change pages and keep the support, you can click here on this little button. You're going to bring the support for another. Let me see here. You guys are not seeing, right? Let me share the whole thing. Let me share the whole thing. Share. Okay, cool. So you guys can see the whole thing right now, okay? So if you want to change pages here, you want to keep the live chat open, you can just click here, and you're going to bring here. It's cool because you can talk with the support here and work with your website here, okay? Cool, cool. Since we have this page open here right now, let me bring something cool that I want to show you as well. Okay, so this is going to see what is gonna be what you are going to see on your ticket system now. So after 48 hours, you will see this message here, sent to CEO. Okay, so if you open a ticket, after 2 days, you don't have any answer for that ticket, okay, so like the problem is not solved, you're gonna be able to scale this problem to me, all right? So we're gonna do our best to close all the tickets and solve all the problems in 48 hours. If it's not happening, then you can send the message. I will have access to the whole support system, and then I'm gonna answer your ticket, I'm gonna solve your problem, okay? All right. Let me close this thing here. Let me close this thing here. Okay. Now, one more new, oh, stop sharing. Okay, let's, hey, Vasily, what's going on, man? Okay. Later, are you ready to show some new stuff on the chatbot?
Yeah, very quick, because there's a new option in the chatbot. So I just even jumped off a meeting with the developer, so I can show you some stuff very fast, because I have to dive in it, but I can show the people what's new. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what do you want to do? Wanna let me show the responsive before, or you want to show it right now?
Yeah, I'm going to show it right now, no problem.
Okay, so let's see what's happening on the chatbot. So wait, guys, wait for it. I already show it the new dashboard. I already show it the new quick start. Again, a lot of videos. Doesn't matter if we have 200 videos. What matters is we have the videos that you need for what you want to do, okay? Now we show it to you, the new support system, the new feature on the ticket system. Now Wasili is going to show you some new stuff he developed for the chatbot. All right, man.
All right, share my screen now. You guys see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right.
A lot of things on the screen, actually.
Yeah, a lot of things open. And it's really, it's Monday, so we're very hectic.
I know, man, exactly.
Yeah. So we have a new option here that's called scheduling. And scheduling you can use, for example, if you have a webinar or something like that, you can schedule reminders to people actually get notified for having a webinar. So when you go on your dashboard, in your Facebook chatbot dashboard, you go to schedule here, and then you can add here a new rule, schedule rule. And for example, I call it if a webinar. And I can choose here, send with a delay, event reminders, or repeat every amount of days. So what I would do is I want to select event reminder. Then I say submit. And then your screen will open, and then I can choose an event date. So for example, I have a webinar on the 3rd. I have a webinar, let's say at 5 o'clock. And I add it to here, and then I can also select new schedule rule. So I can send, for example, before or after the webinar, but I want to send a reminder before the webinar. Let's say I want to do 30 minutes before. And then I also can select the flow to send, for example, an affiliate webinar, and then submit, and then save changes. And what I can do also then is add a new reminder item. And then I can also choose after the webinar, for example, for replays. Let me see, 15. I can also choose dates, for example. So let's see, 1 day, and then I use, for example, the same flow, and then submit, save changes. So actually, I can use the scheduling for webinars, but also for special events. If you have an offline event or whatever, if people subscribe to that event or to that bot, then it goes to the sequence, and you can you can select here on which date, or you can select also other options like I showed you. But I have to dive into it because the developer just he just showed me a few options. You can also repeat it after several days. For example, event reminders. Yeah, it's really awesome. This is really, I think, for the engagement and get people actually on your webinar before they get notified, and after for your replays, it will be very powerful. We're also working on it to connect it to the webinar modules. So you can choose between, for example, Mailing Boss, and you can choose it between, for example, for your chatbot. So then you have total control of the subscribers, which are, you want to have them on your event. What we also did, because it's also very important, people can unsubscribe themselves. Let me see here, go to automations. I'll have to go to this one, flows. And if I open, for example, this one, and you select a new button, then you can also select here, unsubscribe, or you can also subscribe to, or you can also, when your customer is clicking on the button, start another flow, or go to step, or call a phone. So these options are also very awesome, because you know them. So I think from ManyChat, but now we have them in the Builderall chatbot. So your automation is going to be more and more easy for you, and yeah, you get the leads in on autopilot and also notify them. So you choose the date, the time, before, after events. Yeah, man, this is really awesome. But I have to dive in it for myself, but I will shoot a tutorial for you guys and place it also in Builderall Business, even Facebook even group. And then, yeah, I think that's a really big step to the next step for Builderall automation. So yeah, that was really a quickly overview, Eric. So.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. So the thing is, for example, I can create an event on the chatbot. For example, Eric's birthday. So I can create an event, Eric's birthday, subscribe, right? So for example, I can make a post and say, hey guys, I'm doing a pizza party here in my home. So if you wanna join, just write, I wanna go. Then when they put the post, it's going to open the chat bot, say, hey, you want to join this event? You want to be there for the pizza? Subscribe or unsubscribe. If they subscribe for the pizza, they're going to start receiving notifications in the way that I do it, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Very cool idea.
Yeah, cool.
All right. I know you guys are not going to use for pizza. You are going to use to sell stuff, but it was just an example. All right. By the way, I just let me share my screen again. So it's working because you see Kelly already answered me. Hello, Builderall. My name is Kelly. Now, how may I help you? And I said, just testing. And he's sending me a smile. So it's all good. So live chat, it's working and not taking so long, considering it is Monday. And every Monday we started the day with 200 tickets. So it's not too bad. And I just made $3 again. Thank you very much. All right. So let me show you. Yeah.
Just to let you guys know, the problem with the page going to the left is already fixed. If you want to show guys, it's already fixed.
You see, that's the good stuff to have, like the programmers on the meeting, so he knows we are serious about the problems, you know, and he fixed it. That's good. That's good. Okay, let me open that again. Again, my whole thing here is a little bit slow because of the videos and because I have the admin access and because this account is huge, but wait for it. And there you go. So let's see. And it's fixed. Awesome. Build a business, leverage affiliate business. Okay. So let me take a picture of this thing so I can send for people to fix it. All right, done. Okay, guys, awesome. Now let me show you the drag and drop responsive builder. So let me see my responsive website here. Which account is that? That's the... Yeah, let me open another account, guys. Just a second, because this is a different account. Just a second. Don't get too nervous. It's Monday. It's better to be cool because we still have the whole week to work, so relax. Let's do this. Right.
We also need a moment just to catch our breath. I mean, so much is happening. It's just awesome.
Awesome, man. So let me go to my responsive websites. Okay, now I will see some responsive websites here. I was working on this one to test the responsive, okay? I was rebuilding the Builderall to test the responsive. So it's gonna look like that. Right, I'm not the designer, I'm just trying to rebuild the website to see if this thing is working. Okay, I didn't have all the images, I didn't have all the resources, but I was trying to test it, and it's working fine. Okay, now, cool thing, when you are going to work with the responsive, you have to know that. Let me open a new website. So new responsive website. You have some templates here. I'm gonna get a blank template. Okay, so blank, very blank. Now edit. Now, I was talking with one of the ambassadors, and he was saying that he really want to have a blank template, like real blank, like no footer and no header. Guys, this is the thing. It's impossible to have a website with no footer and no header. Footer and header is what makes the template, right? So you gotta have a footer and header. If you don't want to show anything here, all you have to do is edit, like clear style. All right, so you already have white with anything, okay? Or you can put the color of the page, whatever you want, and make it small. All right, guys, okay? But you gotta have the header and the footer. It's what gives you the template. Otherwise, you don't have nothing, okay? This is the way that we built the site builder. Now let me add a new role. Okay, so pretty much is the same way that you were building, working before, okay? So you have rows, right? And then on the rows, you can have columns. Here, every row comes with 2 columns, but you can get more or less columns and you can fix the size. For example, if I want to have this column size 3, okay, and this column size 9, this is gonna look like, okay, that's how it's gonna be organized, okay, cool. Now, before you do anything on the, let me bring back this guy to 6, so I just can show you better, and this guy to 6 too. Okay, so before you do anything on the new responsive, and actually on the pixel perfect, because we did the same system, so it's gonna be easier for you. All right, click here on the content, on the text customization. All right, then you have age 1, age 2, and all the contents you have here organized in a way that you can see what's going to happen. Okay, so you can click it, then you will choose the font. So let's say Lato, Lato Black, it's all good, and this one Lato Black as well. Okay, Lato and Lato. Okay, now this is the size for desktop, and this is the size for smartphones. Now for desktop, I'm going to use 50. And then you're going to give a line height, okay? Should be always the same size of the letter. That's a tip. You can do whatever you want, but the best tip is if you have 50 here, you're going to have 50 here, right? Because the line has to be at least the same size of the font, okay? Now for smartphones, I'm going to use this thing 40, for example, right? And then the line space should be 40 as well. Okay, so you're gonna spend like 5 minutes, or not even 5 minutes, 2 minutes to fix all the content here. Okay, guys. Once you do that, it's gonna work fine on your website. So I'm gonna do this one. Same here. For example, that's gonna be 40. The line space I'm gonna do 40 as well, and this one the 30 and line space 30. So okay, we are good. Just for example, it's good. Okay. Now you don't need to have only this system of fonts. You can add a new group. So you can add a new group, and you can have group of fonts 1, group of fonts 2 or 3 or whatever, how many you want it. Okay. So when you're going to work on your website, you can choose. It's always good to have just one, because that's not like a Brazilian carnival with everything that you have. You have to keep one style on your website, okay? All right, so I have those 2 already configured. You should go through all this thing to make sure you have the right size and the right letters, the right fonts and everything. But let's see here how it's gonna work. Then I'm gonna put some content here. I'm gonna bring this one, and I'm gonna bring this one. That's the ones I was working. Okay, so content and content, Command C and V, okay, and boom, and same thing here. Okay, cool. And then you can have other stuff like just regular stuff. Let me see here one image. Okay, right. And you have, guys, all the features that you have on the Pixel Perfect. Now, some people will say, oh, come on, this is just like using Zoom technology. That's too easy. Man, it's not too easy, but because all the features that we have on the Pixel Perfect that makes possible, it's like a kind of the big deal. We don't want to lose that with the responsive, right? So the goal of to have the responsive builder is to have a website that's going to look nice in any kind of device or any kind of screen, any size or whatever. The website will be cool, okay? So when I'm using something like that, so for example, I'm going to use one image here. Okay, I'm going to put this image here, okay? And then I'm going to put a content, right? And I want to bring a button, for example, a button like this. Okay. And I want to have this thing exactly like this, like overlapping. I don't know why, but I just want to have this thing overlapping the image. Okay, this is something that I want to do on my website, right? So this is possible with the Pixel Perfect. Like this example is not good, but there is so many cool things that you can do with PNG images and other things that you can use the overlapping, right? And this is something like this is the most special thing about Builderall. You can drag and drop this thing here if you want it. In other responsive, you're going to drop, it's going to be always on the center, right? It's going to be like very square. We don't need that. We don't want to have, we want to have something that I have the control, okay? And that's why we are using this technology. But the thing is, it's working, okay? Cool. And you have all the features that it was supposed for you to have. Let me add another row here. So for example, you're gonna come here on this column, right? And edit the background. I'm gonna put an image. Let me see. Any image. This one, for example. Okay, the image is there. Then I'm gonna have picture settings. I'm gonna have a parallax effect. All right, speed 2. Okay, so you can have an image on the background with the parallax effect. Can you see the parallax effect here? So you still have all the features that we have, like always on Builderall. Put a video. Because the video, guys, the video is something that sometimes on the responsive, you lost some piece of the video. But with this new thing that we are doing, and then you have the boxes, all those things, just like pretty much the Pixel Perfect. And if you want to put things on the center, you can use one column with 12 or 3 columns. Well, you can work with the columns here, okay? Now, the cool thing is, you're going to build the website here, right? Then you're gonna go to the mobile version, okay? And you already have kind of things organized here, okay? One thing that you have to do is just like, oh, I changed the content there. Wait. Okay.
Yeah, just to let you guys know why is everything overlapping. If you are using a text size similar to the desktop, it will when they break the lines, it will overlap each other, because if you take the width small, it will break the lines, and then when they are going down, it would take that effect. But to be sure that won't happen, you just need to put the font size very small on responsive on the mobile version. Doing that, you will not have this problem. Only if you are using like a similar font size. But going to the mobile version, the mobile view, you just need to make some adapt.
No big deal, man. We already fixed it, so it's just like a matter of adjust and fix it. Okay, it was like this. That's okay. You can just put it down. Okay, but the thing is, you have the control. Once you fix it, it's fixed. As you can see here, you have one column with 2 contents, and here one column with 2 contents. Here one column with 1 content. Okay. Then we have that column right there. That's the most important thing. So you have the content overlapping here. You have the image. Now you can work this thing the way you want it. So if you want to like this, you can have like this. Okay, exactly like the way I want to have this thing on the site builder, all right? And then the parallax effect here working, and the video, all right? Now the video looks good, I don't know, but you can always fix it and make this thing works in the way you want it, for example. Now you have the control, okay? So that's the big thing, guys. We did a responsive that's gonna work fine in any device. Sometimes you will have to do some adjustments here, but it's going to be easier because it's organized column by column. Okay, this is one column, the other column, the other column, the other column, the other one. Now let's say on the desktop, on the mobile, you don't want to show this thing with the parallax because it doesn't look good. So what you can do is right click, delete, and boom, you're going to delete that column. Okay. You are going to delete that on the mobile. You're not going to delete that on the desktop. If you come back to the desktop, you still have the column here. Right, guys? Same thing. Okay? So you really have to work in a way that you have to build something, actually build something, not just something like that I just need to show you guys, but you have to build something. Once you build something that makes sense, all you have to do is come here to the mobile, adjust the mobile. Once it is adjusted, it's going to be exactly the way you want it, and it's going to work properly in any size of screen, okay? So, for example, the one that I built tonight, last night, let me see here, my responsive websites. This one, let me go to the editor on this one. Okay, so this one is, I was trying to rebuild Builderall to see if it was working, and it was working. Cool thing is I fixed all the content here, just like Leonardo said. You see it's way smaller on the mobile, right? So I have the content for desktop, the content for mobile, desktop, mobile, desktop, mobile. So I have all the right thing here. And then working fine here is this is just one column, and then we have two columns, and then two columns. This is an image, and I have the parallax effect on the image. So this image is going to go up when you go to the website, right? And then we have, this is a background image, and this is a regular image over the background. Content button, then we have a color on the row, and then I have this gallery, and we are still working on this thing. But when you go to mobile, you see it's very easy to adjust. Everything is already there, already adjusted, okay? And you see, I don't have those other images on the mobile because it makes sense on desktop. The other images here, it's not gonna make sense. One image, content, image, content, image, content. You can use that, but you don't need to use that, okay? So it's adjusted well. Let me see this thing, where is it? Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna give a resize. You have, let's say you have a computer this size, is gonna open like this. You have a computer this size, is gonna work like this. You have the parallax effect here on the image, the way it's supposed to work. Everything's working fine, all right? And then you're gonna squish. You still can read this thing, but let's remember nobody has a computer this size, right? Like it's too small, all right? But then you're gonna come to the tablet version. You're gonna see like that on a tablet. Okay, you have a perfect view. It's too big, but it's good for tablet, all right? And then you're gonna have the same thing for smartphones. So you have a positive zooming and a negative zooming working on this thing, and it's gonna work great in any device. Now, the cool thing is since it is responsive, if you wanna use the phone like this, it's gonna show up like this. If you turn your phone, it's gonna show up like this, okay? So it's gonna work in any position on your phone. All right, guys, and actually it's pretty good. You have total control, and you can build this thing the way you want it, okay? And it's very smooth on the resize as well. You see, it's very smooth, very fast on the resize as well. Now, some people ask about the loading time on the phone. So I'm gonna try to open on the phone here, like boom, and then I put the address, and that you guys cannot see. You guys cannot see. You can see. You cannot see. Okay, it was there a long time ago. I'm gonna reload. Boom. Reload, and it's reloaded. Right, so it's very, very fast on mobile because it doesn't have all the calculations anymore. It's like really, really fast on mobile as well. All right.
And it will get even more faster when you go to the CDN, like connecting the domain and send it to the other servers, like using the changing the region, this kind of stuff. You get even more faster.
Yeah, because right now I'm not with a domain. I'm just using the Builderall domain. It's slower. Like when you put your domain, it's going to be even faster. All right, guys. Okay. Now sharing screen again. What is it? Here we go. And boom, and boom. And you can use I'm not using the 100 on the 100% on the banners, but you can use the 100%. You can work the way you want. On this one, I am using the 100. The others no. But again, with this responsive, you have all the possibilities you have on the Pixel Perfect, but it is responsive. Then you're gonna say, but Eric, you gotta do a mobile version for this thing, so it's not quite like responsive. This is the best way for you to work in period, guys. Okay, so for example, let's see our competitor here, Convert3. Convert3.com. Okay, so here you have a desktop version. Okay, when you do the resize and you reach, can you see exactly the same thing? This is a mobile version with zooming. You see that? This is a phone version, right? And then when you do the resize, it's going to adjust. But it's exactly the same thing, guys. Exactly the same thing, zooming. This is the best way to go now. You doesn't have to get all the fonts readjusting and pushing things and giving calculations and all those things. So why people sometimes use the Convert3? Because it's fast. Right? The only thing that Convert3 has that's very cool, it's fast, okay? And why is fast? Because it doesn't have all the calculations. So this is the way to go. You gotta have one version for desktop, and then boom, one version for tablet and mobile. Now, what's the problem if you see the website like this on tablets? It's not a big deal. You agree with me? Since your website's gonna open like in 1 second on the tablet or 1 second on the mobile. So this is what they are doing with the best tools that you have out there. Okay, a different version for it is a responsive with 2 versions. Okay, but we have something that they don't have on Convert3. Okay, what we have is on our system on Convert3, you can build a website on desktop, and then they are going to build your mobile version, and it's going to be like that, and you cannot have the drag and drop. On our system, you can have that, right? Because we have a more sophisticated system. You can go to your mobile version, drag, drop, hide, put more stuff, take off stuff, so you have the total control on the mobile, okay? So having a responsive builder with a desktop version and a mobile version is gonna make your website faster, all right? And it doesn't matter if you have to spend 10 minutes more to fix your website, because this is what's going to take now with this new technology. It's going to be 10 minutes, okay? Doesn't matter if you have to spend 10 minutes more to fix your website here, as long as the user can access your website in 1 second. So I don't care if I have to stay 1 hour more working, as long as my user can access my website in 1 second, right? Makes sense for you? Makes sense, okay? Cool. Now, this is other thing that we want to show to you is now you have the button, and then you have a different action on the button. We're going to click here, and then action calendar, right? So, Leonardo, this is new. You want to explain what is the action calendar?
Okay, sure. Now there is this option for example, if you want to make like an event for, I don't know, let's take the Everest Builderall, for example. You want to make like a remind me button. When your visitor click on that, will be taken to the Google Calendar if he is connected to his Google account, and he could just save that as a reminder to the event, but in his own calendar. Just a new small feature related to reminders is just available with Google at this time, but you can set like the name of your event, if how much it will take, like if you take the all day long, if you start on a specific date or and end into a specific date, you can make the details, the location of the events. If you want to fill the information and go to the preview just to show guys how it will work, just put like a date there. Okay. Now, if you click OK, you may go to the preview. It will work. When you click on that button, it will open a new tab. Go into the calendar. It will work as a reminder. If the guy wants to add something or invite more people or change the location, put more details, it should work the way he wants to. It's just like a preset calendar event he could add there. You can set the time zone as well if you want to. By default, it will take your account time zone. But once you make this reminder, you get on your own calendar reminding you about the event. It's just a new thing to add on the buttons. Just let me add the translation to the action calendar as well. Do you guys have any questions about that?
No, man, it's good. The cool thing is you can actually do the wait. Okay, you can actually do this new action here for calendar, and you can set up a click analytics and create something so you can see how many people are clicking on the button with the stats that we have on the click analytics. That's here managing action counters, right? Okay, cool. Cool thing, and other thing is on the image. Okay, now I'm gonna change the image. Then you can have social network collections, and then you have this new thing here, Cloudinary, right?
Yes.
Okay, if you want to show your screen,
Sure.
the thing that it was showing to me, you know how to do that? Share screen?
Yes.
All right.
Can you guys see my screen now?
Yeah.
Just doing a really quick example here. Just to guys know about the Cloudinary. Cloudinary is like a CDN for images. For example, if you want to upload your image in a specific place, all your images and organize them in folders, subfolders, and add them, all this kind of stuff. You can just put everything here on Cloudinary. There is like a free plan to use Cloudinary, but there is a premium as well. If you go to your dashboard or your media library, you see that you can create your folders here. You can open an image and edit it. For instance, I would like to transform all my images they are all in JPG. I want them to be on WebP, like a new standard for web. I could just go here and edit them. They will take effect at the same time. You don't need to be worried with your image uploaded here. You can just connect your Cloudinary account to Site Builder. You can do the same as well with Amazon. But once you get connected, once you have the Cloudinary account, if you want to use the same account to different accounts on Builderall, if you have your clients, you want to share your image or something like that, you can just grab this information here, like your cloud name, API key, and API secrets. If you use that on Builderall, you can connect with that. So on this case, I click an image, click here, right click on that, go change image. You have the social network bar, the tab, going here. Once I click to Cloudinary and try to connect, I already have my information, my data put here, but you can see this information on your dashboard. If you just copy and paste there, it will work. Once I confirm, it will load the images. And there you go. You have your images here. You can navigate to the folders. If you want to, for example, take the Builderall image here, click here. You can't delete then, manage then for on this case. I need to remove this button, but you can just visualize then, view then, and apply the image. And now it should be getting from Cloudinary. It's not from Builderall. That's cool because you're not asking to the server to load your HTML page, your whole website, and the image as well. Because using like a third partner to load your images, it will get more faster and easy to you to organize then, because you can use like your own photos here, like your personal photos, your company images, and all this kind of stuff, and integrate with Builderall as well. You can do like your backup, your personal backup, and integrate on Builderall as well, and work with that. So it's pretty cool to use the Cloudinary. Basically, it's just that. Really easy. Just go to change image, social network collection, and click on Cloudinary. You have all your images connected here, and that's it. So if you want to use this like in backgrounds or in boxes, you can do the same as well. If you go to the image here, you see that you have the same option now to integrate. They should be working with the background, boxes, banner, all this kind of stuff. And that's it. Do you guys have any questions about that? It's pretty simple. Just create an account on Cloudinary. It's free. You can use your email, your personal email, and create an account. You see that you have like a balance to upload your photos, but for personal purpose or to a specific website, a specific niche, that should be working fine.
All right, cool. So pictures on the Cloudinary, if you want to put your photos, your stuff on Cloudinary, it's cool because you're going to use less space on Builderall. It's going to be able to build more websites and more videos and all those things. And maybe the website could be a little bit faster if you have the pictures on Cloudinary, but it's up to you. Actually, our service for images, it's really, really good. Doesn't matter if it is on Cloudinary or Builderall, it's going to be faster, really fast anyway. Okay, now let me share my screen with you guys again. You can see my screen again. Okay, one more thing here that we have on the responsives. I just put here one menu. Okay, I put here on the header a menu. Okay. Doesn't matter how you're going to build your menu on the desktop. When you go to mobile, the menu will be always like this for mobile. Okay, so you don't have to work or worry about that. The menu is going to be working like that. Okay, and then if you have something here you don't want it, you can just delete this column. You cannot delete the header, but you can delete the columns on the header. It's going to be a little bit smaller. All right, now guys, here it is. Our goal is to build something that's going to show up very, very cool in any kind of device. It's giving you the opportunity to create websites with pictures, overlapping content, and images, and something like we do on Builderall. For example, what we did here on Builderall, where is it? Yeah, that's the one. For example, something like this, that we have this image on the background and this other image here. And we could have like 2 images or 3 images, one on the background, one here, and one another image like this. And I could put like, for example, parallax on this image, on this case, for example, like this, okay? So I'm gonna have the background, the real image, and the parallax image on this one. Okay, so the Pixel Perfect gives you the opportunity to put stuff the way you want it, where you want it. So it gives you freedom to build the website the way you want to do it. Okay, it's not something like a real square as you have in a regular responsive. So I think what we have is actually better than a responsive because you have the control. You can build the way you want it. And most important, this is the whole point behind this thing that we did. Your website will look exactly like you want it looking in any device you want it. So for example, I'm using a website in a desktop, okay? If I have a regular responsive thing, maybe this button would become here with just a small resize, all right, guys? Or maybe in a responsive, and you guys will see that the button, when you do the resize, will be this size because it has to calculate it in a proportions with the column, okay? So we built something that we don't have those calculations. We don't have things going in other places if we don't want it. This thing will be here the way I want it. On mobile, yes, on mobile, I'm gonna put those buttons like this because it's gonna be better. I don't wanna do small buttons on mobile because it's gonna be hard for people to click the buttons and stuff like that. So you're gonna have the control, okay? This is the cool thing that we have built for the responsive. And again, since it is column by column, it's gonna be like minutes for you to add it to your website on the mobile, okay? So the thing is, guys, before you give me your feedback, the best thing is go to the responsive, fix the fonts, just like I did here, good fonts for the desktop, smaller fonts for the tablet. This is very important to give a good line weights size, okay? So for example, should be the same size of the font, okay? It's going to be easier. It's going to be way easier for you to build your website, and your website will look perfect, okay, guys, right? So try it, and then you tell me what's your fault, okay? But try it. Build our website. Make sure you build a website. Make sure you're going to fix the whole thing on the responsive. Then you can publish your website, connect a domain, and then you tell me, hey, Eric, it's looking perfect on my phone. It's fast. It's good. It was easy to adjust. So I think it's going to work great for you guys, okay? I guess that's it. So we talk about the new dashboard, the new quick training. We talk about the new support, the new ticket system. Vasily gave a heads up on the chatbot. I showed you the responsive builder doesn't have too much things to show on the responsive because it's always the same thing that you have on the Pixel Perfect. The only different thing is you have columns and you have to fix the fonts before. That's it, okay? We show it to you, the new Cloudinary, the new action on buttons for calendars, and that's it. Now, before we finish, Barbie, I want to ask you something, or I want to ask you to tell me something. You said on your training, you were talking about some ways to promote Builderall, right? The way you're going to promote Builderall as an affiliate. And you said something that's really, really cool, that if you want it, you can tell all the affiliates now. That thing that you talk about, like you built a list with the 10 cool things that makes you go to Builderall, and then you put on click. So yeah, that's it. Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so happy to share, Eric. I want everyone to love Builderall as much as I do. So hi guys. Yeah, I mean, first of all, let me just share with you really quickly. When I first got started with Builderall, I wasn't doing affiliate marketing for about 2.5 years. I had kind of like gone, you know, like in hiding in a way. I just went back to doing design work and stuff like that because I was involved with other things that just fell apart, whatever. But then, you know, I got hit by a hurricane. I realized I needed passive income. And I was just looking for something that was in my wheelhouse, something that aligned to what I knew how to do, what I was passionate about, had a good affiliate program, the whole 9 yards. And Builderall came across my path and it was the perfect fit, right? So I'm like, okay, how am I going to get this out there? Because first of all, I'm kind of like an introvert. I know you probably don't believe me because I have very high energy, but I get very shy and embarrassed to ask people to buy stuff from me. Okay, that's the truth. So I was like, okay, how am I going to, because I went back into, do you mind if I give a little bit of more insight as to the way I think, Eric? Are you okay with that if I just go a little bit deeper? Just a little bit? Okay. So I want to share with you my thought process because I don't want to just say, okay, it's just this, this, that, that. I want to tell you like how I thought, right? So I was like, okay, now, and when I did my calculations, because I started out the gate with a number that I knew that I needed to reach in order to get into profit and cover my monthly. That was my first goal, right? So I went to the calculator and I was like, okay, in order for me to get into profit and then in the next month have my Builderall covered, I need 3 + 1. I need to sign up 3 people and then plus 1 extra because the way the math works out, you need actually 4 people, but it sounds better 3 + 1, right? So anyway, so I was like, okay, I need 4 people really so that I can cover my Builderall and get into profit because I was trying to stop doing what I was doing before and immerse myself into Builderall so that I could give it my 100% attention because I know what happens to a lot of us is also we have 1 foot here and 1 foot there and we can't really put our focus on any one thing. So I was like, I want to burn the bridge and put all my focus here. How can I afford to do that? So I was like, I know the compensation plan. I know they're going to pay me 100% on the first sale. So now what I got to do is run like crazy, right? So since I'm an introvert and I'm very nervous about, hey, can I show you something really cool I'm doing? Hey, it's not going to interfere with anything you're already doing. You know, the typical MLM kind of pitch. I can't do that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to write down, and this is what I suggest you do. I have a training in the Builderall business community. Okay. Especially if you're shy about sales. Okay. What I suggest that you do, and this is what I did. I got a piece of paper and I wrote down all the reasons I joined Builderall. It's, it's totally 100% online. It's, I can use funnels. I can create leverage. It's not MLM. They pay great commissions, all the reasons, you know what I'm saying? And go deeper, get personal. I want to help my kids. I want to be present for my family. I want to build a business that also allows me to have a life. Builderall provides that for me. Get deeper in, don't just be on the surface level because I want to make money. Do you know how many people want to make money? Do you know how many ways there are to make money, right? So we have to dive deeper because you can't go out into sales mode when you're trying to show people Builderall, right? You don't want to go out there being, hey, this is the best thing since sliced bread, even though we all know it, right? But we don't want to go out there like that. We're like, I don't want to go out there and be like this car salesperson because people don't connect with that, okay? You might want to write this down. Sales is a transfer of emotion, okay? So if people can connect with the reason why you joined and why this is important to you and why you're committed to this thing, if they can connect not to the thing itself, but why you got involved. They may hear something that you said that resonates with them. For example, anyone who has heard my story about the hurricane and they know, man, like they live up north and they get blizzards in the winter, they're going to be like, man, I need to think about making passive income because in the wintertime, it's really bad where I live. You know what I mean? That's a connection. Even though it's a different type of storm, it's the same connection. Maybe you are tired of doing, like for me, I was tired of being on social media all day long. I don't want to be on Facebook all day. I don't want to be in a Facebook group all day. I want to work, focus, and then spend the rest of the time with my family. So my one main thing was very important to me. I want to create a business that also allows me to have a life. So I can be a present mother, right? Builderall does that for me. So I shared that, right? So when you go and you do like your first, what I recommend that you do to get your first 3 + 1 partners, okay, is that you create like a post in your Facebook. Why? Because, and I go into this deeper in my training, but if you want to get to people to sign up fast, right? You have this like this balance of, you want to tap into your current network, which is your warm market. Warm market is people that already know, like, and trust you, okay? But at the same time, the balance is you don't want to come off like a slimy like a car salesman. No offense to anyone who sells cars, okay? No offense. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Hey, you want to join me in this? This is the best thing since sliced bread. You don't want to do that, okay? What I do is I lead with my why first. I was struggling. I was needing this in my business. I have this issue. I don't know if you can relate. I don't know if you feel the same way I do, but all I know is that I was tired of this, I was tired of that, and I was tired of this. But then this thing came along, and oh my gosh, it crossed all the things. And I don't know, maybe it'll do the same for you. So if you can relate to anything that I shared, right? Click on the link below, leave me a comment or message me, and I'll share more about it. It's a very non-threatening way. It is authentic. It is based on my story, my why. It is relatable so that other people can connect, okay? And not only that, but it's not salesy. You lower the resistance barrier when you make the connection first, okay? I like to say, use I to inspire and you to empower, okay? What does that mean? When you say, I was struggling, I was this, I was that, you are humbling yourself. You are making yourself relatable. I to inspire. If I can do it, you can too. Not, I think this is awesome. I think you should do this. I think this is great. That is coming from the wrong place. You're not inspiring people. You are telling people what to do based on what you want. And it's not about you. It's about other people. You use your story to connect with other people, okay? But you don't tell them, they don't care. People are thinking about what's in it for me. You know what I mean? So use I to inspire and you to empower. I think you can do this. I think, if you feel like I do, maybe this is right for you. Not, you got to do this or you're going to lose out, or not accusatory. You understand? I to inspire, you to empower, right? So that's it. That's basically it. I mean, if you truly love Builderall and what this has the potential to do, I can tell you, and I try not to get emotional because y'all know I'm a little on the emotional side. I got my glasses today, but Builderall has changed my life, okay? It has, where I'm now is not where I was 6 months ago, But you have to find the reason why you're doing this. You know what I mean? And you have to recognize that this was a match for me, right? You have to find, where is the match for you? What in Builderall is the match for you, right? And connect with that and share it. You have to share it with others. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you're going to attract the people that not only are going to see what you see, but they're going to run with you. You know what I mean? So, I always cry on these things. Eric, you make me cry. Why you do that to me, man? It's your fault.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Eric is so consistent with the direction, that we want to move marketing, where we as a company are just presenting the facts and let the affiliates tell the story, and share their experience and where they are. And we kind of go together as a journey.
Guys, really glad you shared this with me. Thank you. The thing about the Barbie, the post that she did, it is like 5 things that she loves on Builderall, 5 things that she doesn't love in other stuff. She created a content with those 10 things, and she made a post with those things, and people related to that. Like, you can relate it on the good things, or you can relate it on the bad things that you don't have it, that you
That's
don't
correct.
want. Right?
In my training, I have a template, guys. I have a PDF, a worksheet. Write your 10 things down. And I also gave you a sample post. Check it out. Make it your own,
Now let me just like interrupt for a minute to say, because I don't wanna hide things. I don't like that. I'm very like open. You guys know that. So as we are showing all the news here, we have people complaining on the other side on Skype and all those things. Now this is the thing. If I want to have a regular responsive builder, I can buy a white label software. Like in one day, I can put there, and that's okay. But what is the point of having just a responsive builder that's going to give you templates like 100 other simple tools and something like that? Guys, we are different. We are doing something different. We are doing something that I believe it's better. All right. So I really don't want to be rude. Really, I really don't want to be rude. But Builderall has its way to do stuff, to create the tool. If it's working for you, awesome. If it doesn't working for you, you have lead pages, you have ClickFunnels, you have other tools. I'm not sending anyone away, but the thing is, we have our way to have the site builder. We want to have something different. We want to have something better. So I think today the best website builder on the planet is Wix. So we tried to build something like Wix, but more powerful. Okay. So for example, Wix is working towards this responsive thing. It's not easy. Even Wix with 100 million users making a lot of money, they cannot make the whole thing responsive because with Pixel Perfect is a whole different world. All right. Now, but Wix did something responsive. But you guys see the way I see Peter now. You see Peter on the center, and you have two black spaces on the side. This is how Wix works with the responsive. You can have 3 columns or 2 columns. You're going to have something on the center, but you're going to have empty spaces on the side. So even with using Wix, you cannot have a responsive that's going to allow you to use the whole page and to drag and drop the things in the other place on the page. You have limitations. That's why we did it the way that we did it. It's better. The way that we did, you have the whole page. On that page, you can place the things that the way you want it. So for example, if you just want to use one column, you can just like open one column, you put stuff there, it's one column. It's going to behave like the Pixel Perfect. It's going to squish that one column, and then on the mobile is going to turn other version, and you can reorganize the things on the other version. You can work with one column, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's up to you. It's going the way that you are going to organize. Now, this is something that I'm not going to change, guys. This is the direction I want to go, okay? Pixel Perfect. I want to be able to create the websites the way I want to create. For example, this image that you see behind Salvatore, right? This is something that you can do on the responsive, but on the Pixel Perfect. But in a regular responsive, it's not going to work, all right? So I saw before some people using a great website. It's a huge company. I don't know if it is Unbounce. I don't know. I don't know the name of the company, right? But he's a responsive builder. So what he was doing, he was building the images on Photoshop, like with one thing here, one thing here, one thing there, and the content. And then he used to save the whole thing as one image and put on the responsive. Because on the responsive, if you do that, like you're going to lose everything when the website is going to readjust. So this is something that we don't have to do. We don't have to do anything on Photoshop before. You can do straight on the site builder. You can put the images the way you want it there. And then the website will behave the way that you want it. Okay, it's going to be a zooming. Because guys, come on, we have 27, 21, 19, 17, 13, and 11. Almost nobody uses an 11-inch monitor. Most of people use 17, 19, or 21, okay? The website's gonna look great. And then you're gonna have a tablet. It's 1% access that comes from tablet, 1%. Nobody uses tablets anymore, guys. It's like nobody's using. People are using tablets to see videos and to play games. Like we have 17 million access on your websites every month. And we know 1% comes from tablets. So Doesn't matter if the website's not going to look like awesome on tablet. It's going to look fine. It's going to have all the buttons. It's going to have all the content, all the tests, all the images, everything. But it's going to look perfect on mobile. That's the most important thing right now. You got to have to build a website that's going to look perfect on desktop and perfect on mobile. Okay, guys, that's the way that everything's working. And we are working in a way that you gotta have two versions, like everyone else is doing, because it's better. Okay, even Wix, you don't even have the opportunity to have websites for tablets anymore on Wix. We already sent a message saying we are stopping doing tablet things because nobody's using it anymore. So, guys, sometimes it's not like we don't understand. We understand. We are taking a look on the competition, what's happening, what's better, the new languages, the new systems, the new softwares, the new ways to do stuff, and what's important. We gotta work with what is important. The loading time, the speed on your website, and how your website is gonna look when it's loaded on mobile and on desktop. We know that we have more than 60% access from mobile right now. Some people say it's 80. On our database, we see like 60. So we know that we have more than 60% access on mobile. So that's why we create this system. It's going to be faster and it's going to be perfect. It doesn't matter if you're going to access the website like this or like this. It's going to be good in any way. It's going to be good on tablet and everything. But again, guys, I'm going to hold this pixel perfect thing. This is what separates Builderall for other tools. Okay, other tools, they say like it's drag and drop. It's not a drag and drop. You can drag and drop a box, and then you're going to work with that box the way it is. Okay, so Builderall is a real drag and drop. So maybe we are not a real responsive, but we are a real drag and drop. And the drag and drop thing is the cool thing, okay? So other tools say we have a drag and drop responsive. If they have a real responsive, it's impossible to have a real drag and drop. That's it. So you have to choose one. You're gonna have a real responsive, or you're gonna have a real drag and drop. I think the drag and drop is the cool thing. So we're gonna have a real drag and drop. And the responsive, it's gonna be responsive. It's gonna work fine in any device, okay? And guys, since you have a special version for mobile, your website is gonna rank fine on Google as well, okay? Because Google now wants a special version for mobile. It doesn't want a responsive same websites anymore. Change it again. So it's better to have a version website for your desktop and a different version for mobile. It's going to get you better results on Google. So that's what we are doing. So we are going always towards that thing that I think it's better for everybody, guys. Okay. Now, some people are kind of frustrated because they want to work in a responsive the way they are used to working a responsive. Sorry, guys, we are different. We are something new. We are something different. But one thing I'm going to guarantee, because I'm testing this responsive for 15 days and I can do anything I wanted. So once you learn how to work with our responsive, you're not gonna use any other builder anymore, because you will feel like you can do anything you wanted on the screen with this responsive. And to adjust the website from desktop to tablet, it's going to be like this. It's going to be like this. It's going to be very, very fast, guys, because you will see all the columns on the right position, all the elements inside the columns. All you have to do is give just small adjustments, 5 minutes, but your website is going to be perfect, okay? Now, please, I know you understand that we have like more than 100 people working. And by the way, the e-commerce, it's fixed. We have a few bugs on the e-commerce a few days ago, but it was because the e-commerce was not working on the new servers, on the publication new servers. So we fixed all the things. Now we have 100 people working. We have people working to fix all the bugs. And today, I'm telling you, we almost have no bugs. Like it's pretty much everything fixed. The bug that we had when we started the meeting is already fixed. We fixed the bug as we were in the meeting, okay? So we almost have no bugs. The e-commerce is working. The responsive is working. Your website is going to look great in any device. Your website will be fast, like one of the fastest you can have it, right? You're going to have the whole control on the desktop, on the mobile. We are working on the chatbot. As you saw, we have news on the chatbot. We are working on the webinar. Like I think this week, we're going to release the feature to have multiple people working on the webinar. We are working on the dashboard. We are working on the trainings. We are working on everything that we can work to give you, to deliver you the best thing, the best tool, the best business platform that you can have. And again, I'm telling you, I am able to build anything I wanted on Builderall. You can do as well if you give yourself the time to learn and go through the platform, all right? Now, we had a guy that has said, my designer doesn't like this new responsive thing. It's okay, because maybe designers, they are stuck with something. If this guy know everything about WordPress, he will not change. He will work on WordPress because he feels safe on WordPress, okay? But in the other side, I have more than 20 designers working for the company. They love Builderall because they have to learn. Now, I'm telling you, my designers, when they learn Builderall, they don't build websites in other platforms as well. We have designers who was working on Builderall, he left Builderall to work for a big other company in Brazil, but he's still building websites for their clients on Builderall because it's just like easier. They can do whatever they wanted, all right? Again, Builderall gives you the freedom to build anything you want, almost like Photoshop. Responsive builders don't give you this freedom. Some designers used to go to Photoshop, create this stuff, and then put on the responsive. So why would you do that if you can do that on Builderall? All right, guys. So again, we have a lot of people working. We are investing a lot of money. We are doing something that we believe is the best thing that we can do, is the best thing that we can offer. I think the responsive is working great. I put my website on my huge monitor. I put my website in a small monitor. I open my website on the phone. It's working. It's working fine. Okay. Now, if you want to get your screen and start to resize, you can do that. It's going to work fine. But this is not the point. I don't think your client will go to your website and start to resize and do this thing to see if it right. Doesn't have any point to do that. Okay, guys. But even if you want to do that, it's working. It's working very smooth. Go ahead, Peter.
Yeah. So, Eric, you gotta forgive me. I can't get into all the technical stuff of this web page author style system versus this one and all. I mean, I just know what I can see, and I see that the system works, and that's fine for me. That's all I need. I don't need to get into all the particulars. What's really exciting is, what's happening to people like Barbie. And to me, you are changing people's lives. You are allowing our families to grow. You are helping us to self-actualize and reach our potential, man. We just love you. Today is an awesome day for Builderall. Man, did you guys see that new user interface? We won't even remember what the old one is like. That's one of those new user interfaces. Wait, you don't need to say, go back to the previous one, because nobody is going to go back to the previous one. And it's still there, even if you want it. I just want to salute you and just thank you and keep going. We're all 100% behind you.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Go ahead, Vasily.
Yeah, man, I just want to say that I feel that I joined a revolution. As you guys know, I started in 2006 with GoPro, with distribution of GoPro. And first of all, I didn't believe in GoPro because it was ugly and it has bad image quality, but I started with it because I believed in the concept. And GoPro was really an awful camera, but it was still innovating with new technology, with new features. And all the people say, man, get rid of the square camera because it doesn't fit on your head and that kind of stuff. And you know what happened with GoPro? This guy stayed with his yeah, with his camera, with his innovations, and didn't listen to anyone. He has his own vision, and I have the same with you, Eric.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Means a lot. Really means a lot coming from one like you. All right, guys. So that's it. Again, I don't want to bring like negative things to the meeting, like, but this is what's happening. I'm showing here, and we have people complaining on the other side, but they are complaining without going there and build a website. So go there, build your website. Okay, you can use boxes, you can use backgrounds, you can use background, guys. You can use background on the row. You can use. Look at this. You can use a background on the page, then you can have a background on the row, then you can have a background on the column, and then you can have a box with a background, and then you can put images over the box. So nobody's going to use that, but if you want it, you can have it. You have freedom to build whatever you want it. You have freedom to use more than 100 fonts that we have on the builder. It's not like every builder that has 100 fonts. But now, I guess next week, you're going to be able to upload your own font if you want it as well. So many things that we are doing, guys, to give you freedom to build anything you want. For example, the way that you are setting the size on the content, we are going to do something that you can do the same thing on the button. So because on the mobile, it doesn't change the size of the content on the button, but you can change the size of the button. But now you are going to be able to do that as well, right? So we are working a lot, bringing a lot of things, like we are thinking about everything, and we are listening to what you guys are saying to create something that's going to give you opportunity and freedom to create the website the way you want it, guys. And this is something that I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna stick with this thing because I think this is the best way to go. I want to have a website the way I want it. I don't want to have a website the way that we have on the templates. Like, I don't want to add the template. We have templates on Builderall because it's easier for the user. But some people doesn't use the template. For me, example, myself, I don't use templates. I just build my website from scratch always. I want to do the things the way I want to do it. All right, guys? One thing that we are doing as well, you're going to be able to create your box or blocks of things. Okay, so for example, you're going to create a footer for your website with a lot of information, a lot of things. Okay, then you're going to be able to save that block of information and using other websites. You're going to be able to make that thing default for your account. So it's going to save you time. Again, we are trying to do something that's going to give you the opportunity to build anything you want. The magazine, you saw on the training that you're going, one business idea is to create your niche magazine. And because we are creating an app on the site builder, that you are going to use the site builder to create your magazine, okay? So you're going to use the drag and drop thing. You're going to be able to create a magazine, and when people are going to access, they're going to access on the magazine format, on the way that it's just like the feeling that they are reading a magazine, okay? It's good because you can build a whole business on this thing, and you can capture a lot of leads with this thing. For example, we have one guy, he's a cool guy. He's actually building I'm going to share this to you because it is funny. Let me share my screen. You guys can see my screen? Okay. Yes. So we have this guy, funnel.blog. Yeah, this guy, he owns this funnel magazine, okay? It is an online magazine talking about funnels. And he promoted this magazine, and he got thousands and thousands and thousands of leads of people who work with funnels, and then he can sell his products, okay? So he created a funnel magazine. But the cool thing is, he's using, you guys recognize this blog, right? This is something that he made with Builderall. So he used the Builderall website and the Builderall blog to promote ClickFunnels. So that's okay. You can promote whatever you want, but you see, he's using Builderall blog our blog, and he only has things about ClickFunnels here on this thing. But he could be promoting anything, but I feel fine because if he actually thinks that ClickFunnels is better, why he's not using ClickFunnels for his own stuff, right? For blogs and stuff like that. So he's using Builderall to promote ClickFunnels, and that's cool. And that's just one of them. We have a lot of people using Builderall to promote other platforms, something like that. But the cool thing is, in the end of the day, the guy who has a business, a funnel magazine, he has courses and tools and all those things, he's using Builderall. He's a cool guy. There is nothing wrong in promote ClickFunnels. It's just a product, but it makes me happy to see that he's using Builderall for himself. All right. Okay, let me stop sharing. And I said that because he has this funnel magazine and he promotes a lot funnel magazine, and he captures a lot of leads because it is a magazine about a subject. So if you want to capture leads about, I don't know, remote controls, you can do the remote control magazine. People who have some interest about that will subscribe on your magazine because it makes sense. It's cool. You don't have to promise anything. It's just a magazine, right? And I think it's a good business opportunity, especially because you're going to have numbers and how many people are downloading the magazine, and how many people are reading, and how many pages people go, and then you can sell advertisement on your own magazine. It's going to work fine on mobile as well, and there it goes. All right, guys. I guess that's it. It was an awesome meeting. A lot of new stuff. I know you guys are dying to go there and work with the new features, work with the new chatbot, with the new responsive, the new stuff, and go for it. Please go to the business community and watch the training that Barbie did about how to recruit your first 3 people on Builderall. Makes sense. She has actually a PDF with a lot of information. Go there, guys. Go there, okay? And that's it. I see you guys, I guess, on Wednesday, on Friday. I'm not sure, but I will try to see you guys on Wednesday. And we are in October already. Salvatore, man, it's 14 days for us to meet. It's going to be great. The Everest in Italy.
Yes. I don't see the time to see you and the other guys in Italy. It's a awesome. wonderful days.
Me too. And guys, I guess next week, I'm working on this page this week. So I guess next week, we're going to start promoting the certified partners, the certification for Builderall. What is about the thing about certification? One, you're going to learn everything about Builderall, like everything. It's not something that we're going to give you 10 hours training. It's something that we're going to do together for 3 months, okay? It's a university. The certification is something that goes deep and deep and deep and deep. You can see all the tutorials. You can see all the trainings. You can have almost the same information, but on the certification is going to be different first. So you're going to be a Builderall master. You're not going to have problems with Builderall anymore, and you're going to figure out that you can build anything you wanted with Builderall. Automations. You're going to be able to use the chatbot in the way that it's supposed to use. You're going to be able to use the mailing boss in the way that it's supposed to use, like the tags in every page on the builder and everything. And the cool thing is, once you know everything about Builderall, when we bring something new, it's going to be easier for you to understand what's happening. For example, by the end of the year, we're going to bring the CRM on Builderall. The CRM is going to work inside Mailing Boss. So if you know everything about Mailing Boss, it's going to be easier for you to work with the new stuff that's going to come there, right? So that's the first point on the certification. Second, very important point on the certification. This time we're going to do something different because we did the certification past year. We worked with those guys for a few months. But then a new things, like a lot of things happening, launching, all those things. So we just stopped talking with the certified partners because we just don't have the time anymore, all right? But on this new certification thing, we're going to do something that we're going to keep meetings every week. Every week, we're going to have a new meeting with the certified partners. So on these new meetings, we're going to have the old certified partners and the new certified partners. You're going to have the chance to to go through the whole process, right? After 3 months, we're going to have this program where, like, every week, one meeting with certified partners to give you what's new, what we are doing, what we just upgraded or uploaded, and all those things. So we're going to keep in touch with the certified partners. That's one different thing that we are doing. And the third thing that's very important is, as a certified partner, we want to see you do something, build something, make something, create something, okay? So you're going to learn everything about Builderall. So you're going to be able to work with Builderall, or you're going to be able to create anything you wanted with Builderall. So if you want to create a course, you want to create a product, you want to create just a website, an ebook, a blog, you want to create a magazine, or you want to create, I don't know, sell products itself, like e-commerce or something like that. But you are going to use Builderall to do something, all right, besides Builderall itself, okay? After you are a certified partner, when you launch something, we are going to be your affiliate, your partner on this launch. Doesn't matter what you are going to do, okay? For example, you can do a live event, or you can do a webinar to promote something that you are just launching, or a new tool, something like that, okay? Then you're gonna have Builderall as your affiliate. And this is kind of big deal because we have almost 400,000 emails on your hot list. So we can reach a lot of people. It's not like every day that you're gonna find one affiliate who has 400,000 emails and people open our emails, okay? So it's gonna be a good leverage for your new project or your new stuff or something that you wanna do, okay? That's gonna be cool. And that's because I want you to do the certification. I want you to learn everything about Builderall. I want to have you working with Builderall, but I want to have you creating something Builderall, partner with someone else, create a course, create a tool, create a solution, or just a website, a blog, a magazine, doesn't matter, create something. Once you do that, okay, you let me know, and then for the certified partners, we're going to work as an affiliate, and we're going to promote, and we're going to give you a kickstart you need to launch your thing. Now, I'm telling you, every email that we send, we always sell $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. There is no way we do an event or send one email or do something without making less than $20,000. So it is a good leverage for your business, all right? Okay, that's some things that's going to happen for the certified partners, and being a certified partner, you're going to be on our directory, and we are building something that you are going to be able to offer your services for inactive leads. So, for example, people come to Builderall, they try Builderall. After, I don't know, 1 month, 2 months, they just quit. They don't build anything. Maybe because they don't have the time to learn, they don't have the time to do it or something like that. So we are going to get all those leads and give those leads to the certified partners, okay? So you're gonna be able to offer your services for those people who, it's like halfway there, because they tried Builderall, they understand Builderall, they know what is Builderall, but they just don't know how to do it. And then as a certified partner, you can do this job, you can work with them, and you can charge, I don't know, 200, 400, 500, 1,000, 5,000, depending on what they want to do it, you can do that as well, okay? And before we end, I just received a notice here, like Zapier, it's released, it's working on Builderall. I don't know exactly how this thing is working because I just have the notes here. I guess it is on Mailing Boss, but I know we already have Zapier working. I'm gonna ask the guys how it's working. Maybe we're gonna do a live later telling you guys how it's gonna work on Builderall. All right, okay, all right, guys. So like, are the team working or what? They are working, right? You guys thought like we're gonna do the launch on the July 27th. We're gonna stop. Like we have way more things now that we had on the 27th, and never stops, never stops. Wait to see the Builderall canvas. It's gonna be crazy. All right, guys, cool. Thank you very much to be here on this meeting with us. Again, I'm sorry to bring like those comments to this meeting, but again, the direction that the company is going is the pixel perfect. And my goal is I want to do a pixel perfect builder that's going to give you freedom to build anything you want it. And this thing is going to look good in any kind of device, any kind of computer. It's going to be awesome. All right. And we already did it. You can go there. You can build your websites. You can try yourself. You'll see it's going to be working. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. See you Wednesday. Bye, 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 bye. I'm not the host of this meeting. That's Shady, right? Yes. So you are the one who's going to take it off. All right.
Thank you, guys. See you later.